Welcome, everybody. I hope you are coming back already. Second part is beginning. We are starting the second part now. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. The idea is that please don't suspend your mind. Don't suspend your mind because man of God said something. I mean, a lot of crazy things are happening in the church just because men of God have said one thing or the other. And I want to appeal to you to circulate these videos. And we are going to give you another video right now, link, that where I was inviting all the pastors and my critics to come and listen to me from Monday. And I want to invite all of you, go and invite all your friends, because I'm going to be proving from Monday, 21st of August to the 28th, and maybe even more than that, but from the 21st, I'm starting a series where I'm going to prove that we are not practicing Christianity in the Nigerian Pentecostal churches. Of course, God always have his remnant, but in most of the churches right now, we call churches, we don't have church again in Africa, especially Nigeria. Those kind of places we call church, especially the Pentecostal charismatic churches, they have been hijacked by paganism and synchronism. So synchronism has taken over the church, and we are still thinking that we have church. We don't have church anymore. You know, paganism has taken over the church, and we still think that we have a church. We all don't have church anymore. So please go ahead and share this video, and we are going to start we are going to show you much more things. Okay, here we go. If you are ready, video number 4, I guess. All right, let's see this one from Africa as well. Please don't suspend your mind. You have not seen this. Put it forward for a few minutes. I think what is here is that they brought a so-called dead woman, so a woman has been dead. You know where to put it, so that, okay, maybe here. And they brought a dead woman to this church, and they do that almost in all churches right now, because the more spectacular the miracle and the testimony, the more bigger it is in the people's eyes. So everybody is raising the dead now. Every church has testimonies of dead people. But when you listen to the testimony, you find out that people are not really dead. Only members have suspended their minds. Okay, please put it on. Let's see if it's we're ready to go now. Is that a good place to just put it? Who has watched this video before? Okay, please, could you come and comment? Can anybody come and comment on this if you have seen it before? Okay, can anybody hold it for her? So who died? Their mother died, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what relative. I thought it was the sister.
Okay.
But she apparently died, and she was lying there.
No, supposedly died, not apparently died.
Yes.
Supposedly. I would say supposedly.
Yeah, she supposedly died, and she was lying like this already for hours, and they brought her in like this and put her on that chair and waiting for the man of God to come and pray for her and resurrect her. So,
and the man of God is just relaxed. He knows exactly what to do.
Yeah, he's somehow circulating her and doing, I don't know what he's doing, but he seems like...
Was he speaking English or no?
He was speaking a bit, I think some words were English, but most of the things were not...
Igbo, okay.
Yeah, I didn't really understand what they were saying, but he was somehow preparing himself, going round.
Because he's wanting to make it look more supernatural,
yeah.
spectacular, drama.
Yes.
You see the drama that's going on, a dead woman lying like that, easily on one chair. Okay.
A lot of drama. He was walking around putting his hand above her like this.
You see, these are all disciples of Chris now, you see? These are all disciples of Chris and TB Joshua. You see what they are doing? The same thing, because, you know, they have seen it on television. It has not been challenged. Chris has done this. TB Joshua has done it. It has not been challenged. So they are doing similar things. And, you know, they are making it more spectacular and making it more dramatic.
And it looks very, like you said, it looks very dramatic. And to me, it looks like he doesn't really know what he's doing and he's experimenting. Because at first she's lying on
He knows
chair.
exactly what he's doing. He's just putting on the show to make it look to you as if it is real.
Yeah, so first she was lying on that chair, and then later she was on the floor, and he did all kind of things. He put herself on her, like he laid down on her, and then he even took a chair to beat her, like to just smash the chair on her body. And
after that, anybody will wake up. Oh.
Yeah,
that's a good way to raise the dead.
And what I actually,
you know, I mean, if you are not dead, because if you are dead, you will not wake up. But if you are not dead, let them smash the chair on you. You will wake up by force.
The thing is also that I actually noticed that she was moving after he
the
hit her
share
or something. Yes.
Of course, now.
So I think
it doesn't need the name of Jesus. It doesn't need the name of Jesus to wake her up after that.
Yeah, it was
It is just the pain. The pain is enough.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Drama.
It looked to me like she had a specific time at which she was supposed to wake up. Because I saw that she was moving.
And people are shouting, screaming, singing, you know, all kind of fake and deception.
And the way they were praising him afterwards, to me that was the worst of all. Because they were kneeling down, they were screaming,
worshiping him, right.
And the way he even was standing there as if he was, you know, Superman. And I mean, it was
that is the whole essence of miracle in Nigeria. To prove that you are better than the other guys.
Yeah. To
prove that you are the Superman. Now, the more you are a Superman of God, is more miracle you might do. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Miracle shouldn't decide. You know, miracle should not be the deciding factor of truth. It is only, you know, our faith should not be based on miracle. It should be based on the truth of the Word of God and on God alone. Miracles shouldn't be the basis for judgment. Put on the voice. Let's see what they're saying. You were there too. You tell us what you noticed. What are you doing now?
Sorry.
Please help us put it properly. So, what will you say?
I'll say, to be honest with you, in the beginning, when I started watching it, I was swayed. I thought, okay, this looks real. But I noticed that after a few minutes that the woman, she was breathing.
You noticed she was breathing?
Yes, I noticed. I was looking at her tummy, her abdomen. I noticed that even though everything else,
she was like, you see what you were about to do?
So yeah, so I noticed that she was breathing. So after that, I just knew that this was a con. I just knew. But I must say, in the beginning, I was almost swayed.
Because you are believing in miracles.
Yes, I was almost swayed. Yeah.
You say, oh, she's blinking. She's blinking.
Yeah.
You see that she's blinking?
Yeah.
They made a mistake by showing her face. Dead woman is blinking after they beat her. Deception in the church. Dead woman blinking. And you see the drama, the daughter, what the daughter is supposed to be doing. And even the way he was beating her, he was reducing the weight of the something towards the end. You see the deception. These are the things that are now happening in the church. You know, just deception. Fraud. 419 church. 419. Maybe we need to forward it for a little bit, or no? You know where to.
Okay.
Drama is continuing. He wants to be Prophet Elijah. What is he doing now? Drama. Look at church in my country, what the church has become. And nobody is speaking out. Nobody is speaking out. This is magic. Even if it is real miracle, this is not Christianity. This is magic. This is magic. This is syncretism right here. This is syncretism. He has raised her from the dead. Miracle worker has come. Louder. See the deception going on in my country? After beating you mercilessly like that, even me, I will wake up. After striking you with those kind of things, any dead man will wake up. That's the Kashmir that go on the trouble. I can bring it as a sugar. And the poor people are both. These are the charlatans that we are talking about. Igbo boys have hijacked the Christian gospel now in Nigeria. And she's working, no problem. No need for water, nothing. The business has come to the church now. It has left the drug industry. It has now become church industry. You see, they are worshiping the man of God. They are worshiping the man of God. You see? They are worshiping the guy and he's happy. He's enjoying the glory. He's enjoying the glory. You are the God Almighty. Now it's time to worship. Yeah, he's enjoying, you know. Good for you. You are the highest man of God, the most powerful. Miracle worker. The new Jesus Christ has come. Greater than TB Joshua even. Greater than Chris. You see what they have turned Christianity to? Where is Jesus here? Where is God here? Where is the gospel here?
Oh, they're giving interviews.
Okay. Okay, what can I say to this? Now, the topic we are discussing, I want you guys to come out and tell us the need not to suspend our minds. Part 2. Now, what do you now? Are you now seeing the reason behind my madness here? I have more videos to come. I have more videos to come for you. But do you now see why I'm saying we shouldn't suspend our mind? Tell me about it. What do you think about this?
Yes, sir.
About the mind subject concerning what we have said.
Yes, this is just these videos are actually full proofs that a lot of Christians actually they've lost their minds, and it's sad because these ones seem to be extreme, but if we analyze ourselves, if we analyze ourselves individually, we discover that all of us, one way or the other, are falling victims to these things.
Of these deceptions like this.
Deceptions.
Please go and share the video. Let's share this video. Let people hear the truth.
Yes, and for me, I see the reason why you, Dr. Sunday, you're really agitated, and the reason why you're coming out, bringing out all of these things, because we really need to get our minds back. Because I can't even stand to watch what was happening right there, because that was just show. That was
comedy show.
Just comedy. Like, you don't need to even subscribe for DSTV. That's African magic for you right there. Just watch. Like, you don't need to even, so just go to church every Sunday and just watch the magic, and then you're just there, you're entertained. That's it. And that's what they are feeding us now. It's just entertainment.
That is why Jesus said that those people who seek for signs and wonders, that they are wicked and evil generation. But for sign and wonder shouldn't be what validates faith or validates man of God. Sign and wonder shouldn't be what validates the church, but the doctrine, truth.
Truth, yes.
And every church in Nigeria now is competing with each other to outdo each other in signs and wonders. Yeah. And you know who's to blame for this? The fathers who have taught them, who have showed that what validates faith is signs and wonders. The fathers who have, built their church and their empires on signs and wonders, they are the ones to blame for this, because they have they have built empires and amounted whatever fortunes on signs and wonders and crowd following them. So because of that, every other person, all the children are now doing the same thing. Like I told you yesterday, you said, how did we get to this place? I said, because if the grandfather or like the father, if he errs by
an inch,
by 1 meter, by 1 meter, the son will err by 1 kilometer. And then the grandson will err by 10 or 100 kilometers. That is where the church has gotten to right now in Nigeria. And that's why we must stop that as strictly, as much as possible, as fast as possible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think the scripture says, let this mind be in you as it was in Christ Jesus. The spirit we have received is the spirit of a sound mind.
We have lost sound mind in church today.
But that's the spirit, that's the idea.
People have suspended sound mind.
Yes. And so why you are talking about this is that we should be the complete man modeled after Christ. And those who are meant to model us after that are not doing that. Instead, they are doing everything possible to make us not use this mind. Because if the day we get to use the mind, their business
finishes,
begins to fall. They know that. They know that. They know that if you begin to analyze things, if you begin to question, they know that you will be connecting to God more than you are connecting to their business. To their business,
to their magics.
So they know that you will understand your place in Christ. They know, but the more they are doing everything to make sure that you do not even know you have a mind. Tell me, when was the last time you were taught anything about the soul in church? And that's why when you're talking about
the teacher sometimes they say spirit, soul, and body. But when there was a lifetime they taught you, when there was a time last time they taught you about thinking.
No, they don't. Sir, they don't even teach anything about soul, because when you're talking about soul, you're talking about the mind, the wills, and the emotions. You will understand the complexity. That's why, sorry, anything psychiatric, the church cannot deal with it in this age now. That's why we do not understand the place of the spirit is saved, but God needs your soul to function at the highest level so that you can connect between heaven and earth, and then you can function. They don't teach us that the soul is the gate. The mind, which is a component of the soul, is the gate that perceives, that judges, that makes decisions. They don't teach that. They don't teach will. When you tell someone now that will is more important than anything on earth, than even your relationship with God, they will think it's blasphemy. But indeed, it is by will that you can still stay in that relationship. Because when the
or you
will
can
is
even
not
take
there,
the decision
yes,
to be in that
it
relationship.
is the will, but they will think it's blasphemy because these things are not taught. So not knowing this is causing the church not just to suffer in terms of the results, but as it dehumanized them.
They dehumanize
Yes,
them.
it has dehumanized
It's like they are
them.
no more human beings.
They are not human beings. In fact,
They are no more
robots are doing better.
Robots are doing better.
Because they are programmed with the intent of the creator, and they just go in that direction. Animals are doing better because animals, they shout, they sing, they do what they are meant to do. But human beings who
are supposed to be Homo sapiens, thinking humans,
because that's what we're created for, to be like God. But now we are doing less than ours. We are doing.
They have
less.
been bewitched.
Yeah.
And not just these ones. I'm not even bothered about this one. So I'm only bringing this one to balance things up. But the ones I started to speak about, all those big churches, all those things I've talked about, they are the ones that have led the days.
Yes.
They are the real problem because they are hidden, they are subtle. So everybody say, oh, that one is not in my church. Oh, my pastor is not like this. They don't know that it is started from their own pastors with those kind of prayers, enemies, hunting for enemies, and talking about enemies, your promise, empty promises, miracles. All people that are emphasizing miracles instead of the kingdom. Bad news.
Yeah, that's where it starts from. Because the place of man is to look for problem. Even if problem is not coming to you, is to be looking for it. What to solve? What's the next thing to do? That's what we're here for. Imagine God created the world perfect. Just imagine what would be the essence of man. What will he be doing here on earth? See, the theory of use and disuse is real. The less you use your mind, the more it begins to go into extinction. The things that are no longer having use on earth,
comes in.
they are going into extinction. When you are not using your mind, it starts to degrade. It starts to appear as though you don't have it. You don't use your hand for one. That's why your right arm, if you are a right-handed person, the weight your right hand can carry, your left cannot carry. So thank God we are still using it. So the same thing with the mind. When you are not using it, it begins to appear as though it's not there. And when it's not there, you are not better than the dead. You are not better than the dead. And that's why we have a lot of walking deads. And they are not, most of them are in the church. Because the person who does not know God, he knows he doesn't know God now.
Yeah.
He knows he doesn't know God. He knows that there's no placebo for him. And you see, I said something, sir, please permit me to say this. Karl Marx had the dream of utopia. But USSR made sure that his policy was a failure. Because that was what Lenin and Stalin, that's what they studied, to create an ideal utopia. But USSR showed us that Karl Marx is a fake. But we, the church, now we are now making Karl Marx a prophet, because he has said that religion is the opium of the people, that the ideal happiness of a man lies in when there is no religion. But the problem was, what he was shown was religion, not relationship with God. So the church has made Karl Marx a prophet, when indeed his own principles, his own ideals showed him to be fake. But now, when you study Karl Marx and you are looking at the church, you begin to see the things that Karl Marx was saying. And say, yes, this guy was a true prophet. How did we get here? We need to get back to using our minds.
Unfortunately, the church in my country has gotten to that place where people even think it's a sin for you to question the pastor. Yeah. When God is saying, bring forth your argument, your strong arguments. When God is saying, come, let us reason together. Let us think together. God, oh. Not even Jesus. God, oh. Not even Paul. God, oh. Come, let's think together. Come, let's reason together. And churches, if you could argue with, if you could bring your argument to God, if you could reason with God, who is man? That is a sign that you don't belong into that church. That's not a church. That's why I did the series on Is Your Church a Cult? If you have not watched that series, go to my YouTube page, Sunday Adelaja Official. There is a home page. There is a series there that is called Is Your Church a Cult? Is your church a cult? There is another series I did, The Plague of Silence. This is how to end this madness. We must go and listen to The Plague of Silence, Sunday Adelaja Official on YouTube. Please put the link for them. And then go to the homepage. You will see these messages there. And that's why it's all about money. These people are just after the money. That's why I say the prostitution of tithe and offering, all those ones are also there. So please go ahead and share this link. Share this video because you have the video there. And there is another video I did today where I was inviting all churches, all pastors, all GOs and bishops that from Monday 21st, that is day after tomorrow, from Monday 21st of August, I am beginning a series to prove to you that the church in Africa has been hijacked. And that right now what we are practicing is syncretism. That what we are practicing right now is no more Christianity. Christianity has been hijacked in Africa and in Nigeria especially. And I want you to listen to me. Please listen to the arguments before you crucify me. What we are practicing right now is neo-paganism and pseudo-paganism. Let's say another man of God. Thank you, guys. Let's say another man of God here who is very well respected in my country. Can you make it big?
Ouais, non, le mari de cette femme. Okay, husband. What is going on?
Okay, maybe it should go on like that.
She packed them and she said she's leaving my house. She said she's leaving. She said
a little bit earlier. Yeah.
I'm asking your husband question, you answer on his behalf.
Okay,
if you're answering his own, how will you answer your own? You ask your wife to leave. I know them. You have come to me for counseling before. I know. With the way you are talking like this, if I were your husband, I would have asked you to leave. Your mouth is faster than your mind. I'm asking your husband question, you answer on his behalf.
See how they are humiliating people.
How will you answer your own?
Stop it. Come. See how they are humiliating people. How can they be disgracing? So people submit themselves to disgrace. They are shaming people. They are disgracing people, dehumanizing people, as if they are even God over people now. And people, because they are looking for miracles, they don't even respect themselves anymore. They've lost self-dignity. And Christianity is all about Christ restoring our dignity and self-worth. But these people are destroying, especially of women. The way they are just messing up women. They are just humiliating women, abusing them, as if they don't even and human. Bible says women are the weaker vessels. They are the ones to be honored. Instead of honoring women, respecting women, she is disgracing a woman publicly. Publicly. What is that? And I heard that this happens almost in all Nigerian churches. Shame. Putting shame on people publicly before thousands of people. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, this one is particularly
Louder,
annoying.
please.
This one is particularly annoying because of the way the pastor was talking to the woman. And even when she was talking, it's like he's the one that put order in their family, in their house. And publicly like this. The man, you know, how is this man going to say that, or any man there going to say that they are the head of their own house? If they
You don't even know yet who is at fault.
Exactly. And you know, the way they're talking to the woman is on her knee and she's already, I saw this for a few seconds. I couldn't watch it any further because personally I don't like things like this, especially when women are being degraded. But this is really taking it to the next level. And the other people there, the other women there, the examples that you're setting for other people. And that pastor himself, he wouldn't treat his wife like that. So why would he treat other people's wife like that? And that would be acceptable, and it's acceptable to other people that are in there. You know, I think this is just another level of stupidity because
people have suspended their mind. And that woman subjected herself to those kind of things because she wants miracle. Please, let's go ahead and watch that.
Okay, husband, what is going on? You say your husband should leave? I know. With the way you are talking like this, if I were your husband, I would have asked you to leave. Your mouth is faster than your mind. I'm asking your husband question, you answer on his behalf. If you're answering his own, how will you answer your own? You ask your wife to leave? I know them. You have come to me for counseling before.
I didn't ask her to leave. She packed her bags and baggages.
She packed her bag and baggages. So she has baggages.
Everything, she packed them, and she said she's leaving my house.
She said she's leaving.
She said she's leaving. And that very day, after packing them, she went out. And she came back at about 8 p.m.
In the night.
In the night.
Can you imagine?
When she now came back, she now said she wanted to talk to me. And I said, okay, I'm ready to listen to you. And she said, now, she wants to know whether I'm still interested in her. I'm still interested in you. And she said, okay. On the long run, she now went inside the room. Those things she packed, she left them there, started sweeping.
Did you ask your wife to pack?
I didn't ask her to pack, sir.
Do you want her to go?
It was after then.
Do you want her?
It was after that night. Okay, you cannot look at this. Since you are not going outside, you can now go.
She was going outside.
She was going outside.
To meet you.
The first time she even went outside, she slept outside.
She slept outside. Can you imagine?
Outside my house. What? That is what it is. Slept outside. For what?
Can you see the side of the... This is chauvinism right here. This is outright chauvinism.
No, he didn't say you slept somebody. He said you slept outside. Outside is in departments.
They don't want the woman to even talk. They are already judging her without hearing her side.
Also outside. You slept in the church. She was hearing where she slept. She didn't sleep in the church.
Sleep in the church.
You asked the security men, right? How did you know?
She told me that she slept in my shop.
In your shop?
Yes. Let me finish with you.
You want to finish with me?
Let me finish.
You have already finished with your wife. You want to finish with me? Okay.
Sir, as she's there, she suspects me.
She suspects you. Wait, she suspects you. You suspect her?
I don't suspect her.
But you are saying she slept outside.
She suspects me. She promised. She said, I sent people to her to instruct her. One.
Do you suspect her?
I just suspect her.
Do you suspect him?
Yes, Papa, yes.
You suspect
He
him?
has children all over the place.
All over the world. He has children.
He didn't tell me that he has children before I married.
How many children does he have?
2 from different women.
All over the place. 2 for all over the place.
And they are still calling him Papa.
You have children all over the place. So now you know he has children all over the place. Are you worried about it?
No, I'm not.
Are you bothered?
No, I'm not.
Is there another problem you are suspecting him with?
So she doesn't see any problem in that. Oh.
He just called me that sister could not give him an issue that it's better we go.
This is dehumanization.
To make my hair.
To make your hair. And you like to make hair. Hey.
Look at the way they are.
Why didn't you give her money
What
to
is
make
this?
hair?
Look, this. What kind of pastor is this one?
You know them.
He's just humiliating the woman.
Wait.
He's taking the side of the man already.
If you say
Just humiliating the woman. These are the things that women are subject to in Nigeria, in Africa in general.
you have done a lot of things for her.
To make this marriage work. She's not, she's possessed.
She's possessed.
I'm telling you, she's possessed.
You see, they are saying she's possessed, and he's not even stopping
If she's
him.
possessed, she'll be delivered. But you are not possessed. Wait, you are not possessed.
Possessed. I will pray for deliver. I'm delivered.
Okay. Woman, let me advise you. Let me advise you. What's the problem with Monday? Protocol, what's his problem?
Please stop it.
Leave him alone. What's his problem? What?
You see what pastors? I will call these people pastors. Ladies, please come and tell me your opinion before I go. Or men or anybody who wants to talk. It's like you are so disgusted you don't want to talk. But I think you should. Okay.
I just find this very dehumanizing.
Dehumanizing. Because people have suspended their minds.
And not only doing that, it's if they're having a private conversation, they
have put it on the before the whole world.
Before the whole world. And she's got nothing to say. And
she's got a lot to say, but they will not allow her to say.
oh gosh, honestly, I'm just lost for words. And
how does a woman feel in that situation?
You just feel you're nothing. You just feel you're nothing. you're subhuman, you're substandard, that's it. It's as people were going back into before the 1920s, where woman has no value, and everybody else is supporting the man of God, applauding.
And the man of God is supporting the man.
Yeah, and so the two of them are having a conversation. It's as if they're having in their bedroom about her. That's just it's just totally unacceptable. It's despicable. It's despicable, totally despicable. I don't know what to say.
And they are saying this as churches. And these people are enduring this in the name of miracle. Because they want miracles.
This really makes me so angry. I really have to contain myself because it's, some people would even say this is cultural or this is Africa or whatever. This has nothing to do with culture. It has nothing to do
Human dignity.
Exactly.
Christianity.
We all
creation of God. Image of God.
Yes. We are all created in the same image. We all are equal. We are different, but we are equal. There's no reason for anyone to talk down on a woman like this, especially if you're a respected person, because what you're doing is what other people are going to emanate. They are going to do the very same thing, and then they're going to justify that, because my papa, my man of God or whatever, spoke to this woman like this, I'm supposed to speak to women like this. And that's why we have...
And the woman was standing on her knees.
Yes.
And the guy was just standing up, okay.
There's no reason for them even to stand on their knees. And then the man, whatever the man said was law. Whatever the man said is what the pastor was accepting. Oh yeah, you're not possessed or no, but she's possessed. Oh okay, she's possessed.
He's having children outside. It's okay.
Exactly.
But she couldn't complain about that.
She couldn't say nothing. I mean, coming home at 8 o'clock. What's the problem with that? I mean, is he not?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock
in the evening.
Like 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning. People finish work later, so she's not supposed to come home later than 8 o'clock. It doesn't even make any sense to me. It's just. I have to really calm down because for me it is.
Sorry that I had to bring you out. Sorry for that.
Okay.
I hope that men don't treat women like this more in Africa. Women are our mothers, women are our daughters, women are our sisters, women are our wives. Women are the weaker races. We are supposed to be protectors of women, defenders of women, not humiliators of women. Okay, let's forget about that one. But it's all happening because people suspend their mind. Come and see another so-called Geo here. And that's why I have to talk. There's nothing you can do and I will not talk. Not the music, please.
Your service are disgusting. The supreme prophet, I summon any man behind your battle. Yeah! A man with divine sentence. Okay, wait. What? Wait, what and what did you plant in the church? What did you put in the church? What did you put?
You see, stop. You see, people are all about drama. All these pastors, you see, this is the evil of looking for miracles. You see why Jesus said we shouldn't be looking for miracles? You see why Jesus said we shouldn't be following miracles or signs and wonders? Because when you begin to look for miracles, you sell yourself out. You sell out your dignity. You sell out your self-respect. You sell out your, nature of God. He's suggesting to her what she should say. What did you plant here in the church? What did you plant here in the church? Jesus didn't say we should be having conversation with demons. Cast them out if you have power to cast them out. Don't be organizing drama here to make people think that you are anointed or you are such a big man of God. Frank, all these videos are already in the internet. They're on Facebook, on video, on YouTube, everywhere. The unbelievers are already laughing at us. And that is why I'm sending this, so that we will be able to sanctify the church. We'll be able to cleanse the church, so that, unbelievers will know that we are not just closing our eyes and condoning this kind of behavior. Please.
What did you put? Huh? What did you put? Huh?
So that people don't wonder where I am. You know, today is Sunday. There's a service. Please, can you go to my church? The embarrassment. Spare me the embarrassment of nothing.
And you don't even have respect for me. You know you are my junior, and you don't respect me. Okay, show me how you normally do. Show me how you normally do.
What is stop? You know, what is this? What kind of pastor is this? That he should show how he's normally doing what? What kind of madness is there? Okay, go ahead. People have just suspended their minds in the name of religion. Religion has just messed up our continent. Religion is the opium of the people, for real. You see, he's running away from her now. He himself is the man of God. He's just creating drama. And people are following this kind of charlatans.
Everything that they have collected from anyone here, from enemies, I restore it back. You know you are my junior, and you don't respect me. Okay, show me.
This is a disgrace. The disgrace that people that call themselves pastors, all these kind of pastors must be chased to go and work. They should be chased out of churches to go and work in the factory. All these so-called pastors don't have a job. They need to go and get a job. And they are making fortunes. You see, he's the big guy. See the way he's making himself look? He's the big guy, cool guy.
Everything that they have collected from anyone here.
He's the deliverer, big deliverer.
From enemies,
big time.
restore it back.
Look, he's just dramatizing everything.
So, wait. Excuse me. Wait. So,
we need to stop this madness. We need to stop this madness in the church. This is why, and nobody is talking in my country against this thing. People are talking, but unbelievers are the ones talking. But the ones who are supposed to be talking are supposed to be the leaders, the fathers, the real ones. Otherwise, the church will become a laughing stock. I'm sorry, I'm not going to keep quiet. And I'm going to talk about everybody. Because what these guys are doing is started from what the so-called fathers are doing. It is what the fathers did that led to this. And I'm sorry if everybody is going to get annoyed at this, but you must speak the truth. And you know what? Okay, let's look at one more and then we'll just.
God, I'm grateful. I, Matthew Shimolo, became 65 in March. You go to the right. Those who are doing both, stand in the middle. Get out of your seat. Get out of your seat. Get out of your seat. Get out of your seat.
This is a guy who has been the pride of Africa, the pride of Nigeria.
Get out of
He
your
had the
seat.
biggest church in London.
$1,000 to the
What
left.
has happened
That's
to men like this?
365,000 naira. 1,000 naira for every year you lived on earth. To the right. If you are standing to the right and you feel that that amount does not stretch you, do for your son. Do for your daughter. It was one way I learned to sow for my sons. And today I'm the most blessed. My sons love the Lord. They're well married.
Because they gave you money.
Each one having a child. They love God.
Let them go and give the money to the poor or to another church. Why should I be giving to you
Second
people?
one works in the bank, also serves in the church.
And they come with, you know, they are manipulating
I am
testimonies.
the most blessed.
They
man
come with
in
all
the
these
kingdom.
testimonies to manipulate
Most
you.
blessed. We have this family lunch once a month. I look at my sons and their wives and their children.
Please go
My
and
wife
share
sits
these
around the
videos. Let's
table.
all go and share these
Family lunch.
videos.
I
Go
say,
share the
"This
video."
level, ah."
And everybody is
Praise
quiet.
God. You will do better than that.
So you do better than that, not by working on your family, not by working on your children, but by just giving money.
1,000 naira for every year you ever lived. To the right. $1,000.
$1,000 US for every year you ever live.
1,000 naira for every year you ever lived. To the right. Right when you are facing the platform. $1,000 to the left. Those
What
who want
is
to do
this?
both in the middle. I want you to get out of your seat. I'm about to pray.
You know, this is
Come
fraud.
quickly.
This is fraud.
Come quickly.
These are just manipulators.
Come quickly. Come
I'm very
quickly. All
sorry.
those
I
who are
respect
in-
this guy. I respect what he has done. But what is now happening is outrageous. Well, maybe it's just me thinking this. What do people think about all these things? What do you have to say about this? I think this is fraud. I don't know what you people will say about it.
Yes, good evening, everyone. It's actually fraud because I heard the pastor vividly. He said he did the same thing for his children, the first son. Now the first one is married. Can you count? No, you just ask yourself this question. How many people are married in the world?
Without giving $1,000.
So how is that a miracle? How is that, you know?
Oh, my son is working in the bank. How many people working in the bank?
Exactly. How many? One of my son is. No, you now said another thing. He loves God.
How many people love the Lord without giving money?
So can we just, anytime we hear things like this,
They said
can we just-
louder. Yeah.
anytime we hear this, anytime we hear things like this, can we just ask?
Think, use your mind.
Yes.
That's the only thing I'm saying. Don't suspend your mind when you go to church again.
Can we just analyze things and first think
The church
about it?
in Africa has been hijacked, though. I maintain this.
It's true. It's actually so true. And the other video, the video that was showed earlier, you know, I want to analyze. I want to draw you guys' attention to something in that video. Now, because of those things the man did. Now,
Which one was that?
The one with the gown, the lady with the gown, the one with demon, and the one without robe.
Okay.
Yes. Now,
The choir lady.
The choir lady. Can we see something that the members of that church, they will go back and tell people that you people won't believe what happened in church today. Somebody was possessed, and that alone has publicized
The
church.
The man has become more powerful.
Exactly. So next program
all
or next
about
meeting,
ego.
there will be influx of
More people.
So that is the selling point for that man. And now the damage.
Selling ignorance of people.
Exactly. Now the damage to the society and to the church and to Christianity is the fact that all the members, knowingly or unknowingly, they will go with the mindset that, please don't trust your brother again, or they might be possessed. So this will promote hatred.
Sorry, just a minute. Reverend Roslyn is saying here, if he didn't force them to pay it, he has not committed fraud. Wow. No. Reverend Roslyn, go and check the meaning of fraud in the dictionary. If he has forced them to do it, that is armed robbery. That is armed robbery. But fraud is when you trick people, when you manipulate people, when you tell them a story and you make them to believe you that you are going to deliver to them. Can he guarantee that all their children will become like his children if they gave that money? If he can guarantee result that after giving that $1,000, all my children will become like that. If it's money back guarantee, then there is no fraud. But it's not guaranteeing anything. That is fraud right there. Because you cannot guarantee what God can do, what God will do. Only God will decide, and God will guarantee something like that. But it's not God. Reverend Rosalind, you told me of all the degrees you have. You told me of all the places you have worked in, and you cannot tell me the definition of fraud? I expected you to know better, Reverend. Please go ahead.
So now, looking at the damage this kind of gospel, this kind of service has done to our society, people now go, even church members, they don't even trust themselves anymore. Because they have this mindset.
Because they knew the sister, that she was okay.
Yes.
Now she's all of a sudden possessed. Then maybe I am too will be the one that is possessed tomorrow.
So that is the reason why in our churches, you will see people traveling out, sending their children abroad, and you won't even know. 2 years, you won't even know that their children are not even in the country. Simply because even the pastors, even the GOs, they do the same thing. They will send their children abroad, and their members will not even know that this, and simply because they don't even trust the members, because they believe and the gospel they've actually been preaching is that everybody can be, or in fact, everybody is possessed. Wow. So this is the damage. It is
so they are suspecting each other.
Exactly.
Everybody is suspecting. Everybody is suspecting everybody's by God.
So there is hatred in the society.
Wow.
This is the
because of this because of this kind of gospel.
Yes. We don't even know the true meaning of love anymore. And the kind of conversation this man is even having with demons is actually, it's not biblical at all. It is not biblical. So he even said something that he's the senior of the demon that is inside. So what does that mean? You senior a demon?
It means himself belongs to the same category.
Exactly. So they have a rank. So these are things we should try as much as possible
to use our mind.
Use our mind and ask ourselves questions, even while sitting on that chair in church. Let us ask ourselves questions. Let us not just take everything like we don't even have a brain anymore.
Thank you. Very good analysis. Very good analysis.
Okay, my point here is that, number one, this pastor is from London, where there's more money, pound sterling. And he's gone to Nigeria where people are
suffering.
Poor, Africa, to fleece them. Number two, this is the bane of my life, this auction type kind of thing. So which God is going to answer the 1,000 naira and which one is going to answer the $1,000? You know, that's a big time fraud. Why does the figure change? And also numbers of years. Does he know how many thousands?
Every year
does he know how many thousands that is? Is it that hard? Is it that hard? You're in Africa and you're asking people to pay per year of birth, year you've been alive. What does that mean? What are you trying to say? God is not a voodoo man that is going to do magician based on your years of life. What about all the people that have attained all those things without paying those things? Who's doing it for them? So we're looking at this, and the people again, these are thousands of people sitting there and clapping and saying, you know, it's okay, and sitting down and saying it's okay, and still saying that these people are men of God. Who are we fooling? We're not fooling anybody. This is not signs of men of God at all. You know, so
these are fraudsters.
Yeah.
As if the money goes to God.
This is really
to God's pocket.
This is really crazy. How can we sit and listen to a man say such a thing? Is he God? Does he know what it takes for you to get out of bed in the morning? Can he add 1 hour, talk less of a year to your life? And we have suspended our brains to the extent that we consider men of God. If we cannot see God move amidst us, if we cannot consider the power of God at work in our lives, and we want to consider what the men of God are saying, then it actually means we don't have brains again. Yes. The Bible makes us to understand that we should buy the truth and sell it not. If it is truly the truth, why sell it? Why call people to tell them to pay for something that you are not offering? And I want to respond to the comment the Reverend Rosin made here. You don't need to force somebody to go to the market to buy. How would you say that if they have to offer, if truly? No, you don't need to force them. This is actually a marketplace. We've turned the church into a marketplace. And what did Jesus do? He went in with a whip and he got them out of the temple with serious beating. And this is what we all should be doing. We should not be applauding ignorance. We should not be
evil. It's not just ignorance. This is evil.
This is insane, for crying out loud. We have a lot of charlatans who are selling selling evil in the church in the name of serving God. And this is, in fact, the plague of silence is actually what has eaten up the church. And people cannot talk.
Yahoo boys now are in the pulpit.
And when we find people who are able to even speak out on matters like this, they are the enemies. It's really pathetic, sir. It's really, I don't even know what to say. It's really pathetic. It's something to cry about. And people are there clapping, applauding. Ignorance. Ignorance.
We should go and share this link. Please, everybody, go share the link. Let's go and share this link. I will come back tomorrow. More videos I will show to you. Every day I'm going to be exposing more of these, charlatans. Please.
And this is what I want to continue what Pastor Louis said. I don't feel like laugh. I don't feel like I'm just crying inside. I'm just silent and crying and
louder,
crying.
Bromshy.
And you know what I remember the verse.
It's finishing 2 minutes.
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
This is what I hear all those days. The pastor is preaching. This is King James version. Okay, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Yes.
But Catholic public version says, my people have become silent because they had no knowledge.
Yeah.
And this is why you, Pastor, teach us about the plague of silence, the evil of plague of silence.
That's why I said there is no more church in Africa. All the church in Africa has been hijacked. All the church in Africa has been just hijacked. And we who are genuine and people who are genuine should begin to speak against these things. If you are not speaking against it, maybe you are the same.
And you know what? All those people who are judging church, even Karl Marx or people
it's because of these people. Yeah,
they are right.
They saw these things,
and all people who are laughing at us, they are right, totally right. Because church is now, it's even worse than the world.
Yeah.
Church now is in the worst condition than the world even.
That's why we must.
And we are trying to solve them, to save them. How can we? We can't even understand who we are, who is woman, who is.
Okay, not two more minutes left.
When Pastor said we are practicing paganism now, you should
understand.
You should be understanding now, because he's talking about paganism, and the second one is mammonism. That's what's in the church now. Mammon.
The god of Mammon has hijacked the church.
If we are truly following Christ, the question will be, when did Christ set such an example? When did Christ set such an example? Christ never did. So how did this enter the church? These are the little foxes that the scripture warned us about. They will come in just like that. They just chip it in. And it begins to become the value system of the people. It begins to define how the people operate.
And then the society.
Yes. Because it is this promise that has stopped people from working. It has countered the dignity of labor. People are no longer working. People are not thinking of how to use their mind. They are just interested in a divine Ponzi scheme where they can invest $5 and get 50,000. If it was really working,
get something for nothing.
When Pastor was asking about evidence, if it was really working, how many millionaires and billionaires do we have in the country? Are you telling me we've not been sowing these seeds?
And why is the country still so poor?
Yeah. Had people not sowing seeds, I tell you, people are sowing the last of their money. I have a friend now who just got to Kyiv some weeks ago. She started working. She's been working for 2 weeks now. All of the money she's working now, she's praying for first fruit.
She's going to give us first fruit.
First fruit. And
to a church.
Yeah, I'm asking her, show me where first fruit is in the Bible. She says she doesn't want to engage me. But I'm just there crying on her behalf.
In the New Testament, you mean?
In
the Old
Testament, even if you want to obey the Old Testament, where's the charge you want to
obey?
Yes. Where are the other things you want to bring? If you obey that one in the Old Testament, you obey every other thing that was written in that chapter.
In that chapter.
Not just that
alcohol.
chapter. Now, don't forget that it was people who put demarcation on the Bible that put verses and chapters. It was a whole book. Yeah. You must obey everything in that book. You must not wear, like this one wearing that is made of maybe 2 different linens or thread. It is a sin. You see, But we are not. This is not Judaism. This is Christianity. Christ. They saw people following Christ, and they were the same, and they could not separate them. And they said, these ones are following Christ.
If you have not listened to all my old messages, it is on YouTube. Sunday Adelaja Official. Sunday Adelaja Official. Please go look to the homepage. You will see the series of messages. The plague of silence, prostitution of tithe and offering. Is your church a cult? Go and listen to those messages and go and share this video. And also the video where I'm inviting all the pastors to come and watch me from Monday. Please help me share the video. Go and the link of the video is here. Please go and share this video with all your friends. I want to prove to the African pastors that our church is being hijacked. It's being hijacked. We must raise our voices. The thing is going to go off right now. Nice to be with you. I'll be back tomorrow. God bless, guys.